those kind of reels, like just put that some kind of good music over it and like a little words like
It's
take
like
the simple moments out of your life are sometimes the most wonderful, you know, something like that. And it's just like little pictures of the garden. Hey, like I love things like that. You know, it's like, oh, it's like wholesome. Identify with it. Like it doesn't have to be like a huge tip or anything. You know what I mean? Hey, oh my gosh, that's so fun. I'm getting like I was all ready to go and organize, and now with everyone popping up, I'm like a deer in headlights. Like, wait, what am I saying again? Oh my gosh. Hey Amy, hey Taylor, Lisa. This is so fun. We're just talking about, oh hey Tiffany. We're just talking about Wendy doing so many awesome reels and how, you know, she's got all these Plexus ideas. So like what other reels can you do?
yeah.
And yeah, like just I think simple is better and shorter ones are better because then people watch it over and over. I think we overthink it so many times. Like I have these big grandiose ideas in my head for reels and then I just never get it done, you know?
That's how I feel. So like this morning, that's what kind of happened though. Like it was natural because I literally felt so good because of how productive I was yesterday. And I literally looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I feel like Wonder Woman. I'm like, oh, I can do a reel. And like it just happened. But like that doesn't happen all the I wish it did. I wish that happened every day. It doesn't.
I love that. You just jump on that when you get that urge, it's like you can't be like, okay, I'll do that later. You just have to go for it and do it.
Yeah, when I think too hard, then like you just said, I don't do it. So
yeah. Well, that inspired me. It is inspiring me the way that you're posting all those reels. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get going. I haven't posted in forever.
Come on.
You see, that's the thing with this business. We're always learning and growing. There's always something that we can be better at. Always. Okay, well, it's 2 minutes past, so I guess I'll get started. Maybe I'll do one more reminder in the chat to see for anybody that's gonna hop on. I think I can tag everyone on Instagram too. In a chat, yeah.
Was that you just slurping, Lisa?
Sorry, I didn't realize my microphone was on.
Nasty.
I gotta get the protein shake down.
All right, Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
First thing that came to mind because she's burping. I don't know.
I didn't burp. It slurped. It was my.
Oh, you slurped. I thought she said you burped. I was like, dang, girl, get it.
That'd be okay here too, right? Like it's
all. Yeah. We talk about
here.
poop when we burp in front of each other. I mean. All right. Okay. Let's get started at our first official meeting. First, come on, let's shake it off. Annette, hey, yeah.
I love it.
Just shaking off the jitters because now my mind went blank. I was so prepared. Hey, Annette. Good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
So good. Like my heart's like kind of bursting. Like I'm like, okay, Jenny, focus. Okay. First of all, I just want to go over like with these meetings, I want to make sure we've all got everything set in stone. Like what is May? What is going on? What are the incentives? First, I want to just say thank you for coming to this meeting. We've done these in the past, but we for sure we're going to set these in stone. We're going to do it every Monday. This is the time. We're going away from the bigger umbrella of the collective. I think that's just a natural thing that happens in this business. You can't stay connected to people in your upline forever. The point is you're a business owner and you want to grow to the point where you are your own entity and you utilize what's gone before you to help move yourself forward. And so we don't want to stay stuck. We want to continue to grow, develop leaders. And so we felt like it was time to break free from the umbrella of the collective and focus in. Monique, hi! Yay! So fun. Vicky. So we thought, hey, that it was time to just to separate from that bigger umbrella and really hone in. Instead of, tailgating on their events, let's do our own events, right? Because it's closer, it's tight knit. We can work more one-on-one with each other instead of just relying on everything being done for us, which is really helpful. But now this is closer. Like we can really discuss, and we have our inflammation challenge that starts today and another next week, and Lisa Cartwright is spearheading that, and so it's a big time for her to practice doing an event, so this is just really like we're a toddler and we are taking our steps and we're growing up, and then you'll feel like a toddler and you'll become a child. We're going to grow, we're going to separate from the collective. So don't be expecting to see any more Monday night Zooms. We are a Monday day Zoom. That's what we are now. And then other Zooms that they have throughout the week, we kind of discussed, it's very hard to get someone to hop on a live Zoom. If they do, awesome, but it's just really rare. And so we felt that there was more value in finding one great video that talks about the products for someone and one great video that talks about the business. And that's all we have to send, or more importantly is if you talk one-on-one with them or get on the phone, but we don't need to have these big live events all the time. And so we really wanted to hone in on events like on our page, on the Spire Health and Happiness page, or create something like the Inflammation Challenge and just really do our own thing. So you won't be seeing any more invites to any of that stuff. We got our new schedule, Monday Zooms here, and then Tuesdays. So we get all like, okay, we're in the zone on a Monday, it's fresh. And then Tuesday mornings, we're going to do a power half hour. And those are going to be run by Lisa Cartwright and Wendy Franklin. Basically, you sign on, and in the beginning, they'll give you a couple tips like, hey, maybe go message about this, or we got our inflammation challenge, we're doing this, give you a little bit of direction. And then the whole 30 minutes is just silent while we all work together. It's just accountability to all show up here and be doing our thing and know that we're doing it together. It's just a half hour on Tuesday mornings. So that's all we have other than events. So those are our Zooms, and I hope you find benefit with it, and I hope it goes well, and I'm excited to stick to it every single week. They may move more. What are you saying, Vicki?
I was just saying we can do more Power 30s.
Oh yeah.
Going forward, if we decide it's like something that people are loving and we're like, oh, we want to have it more than once a week, and you want to host one, like, yeah,
for
so
sure.
We're
or maybe
testing it out right now.
Yeah, but we want to get a schedule.
Right,
so Monday, Tuesday in the morning. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right. So something else I just wanted to mention quickly is book club. I am not a big reader. That's a lot of, we're all different, right? But somebody saying, hey, you go get this book, read this book, be a part of book club. To me, that's very overwhelming. I'm more like, I'll read what I want when I want, oh, the moment is here, I'd like to read, but that's hard for me. But it is very good to read and fill your soul and mind with confidence and things that kind of help you grow in this business as a person with speaking and connecting with people. And so book club, even if you don't commit to the book that Plexus is doing, they are paying big bucks to like New York Times bestseller authors here. Like these are great books. They are reaching out and finding who's at the top and paying for them to come speak. So even if you don't read a lick of the book or don't get the book, show up to these book clubs because that's the author speaking to you. So it's like really great free training that Plexus is really investing in paying. Hey, Tom. Oh man, am I recording this? I don't know if I'm recording this. Hey, good to see you. Oh, yes, they recap the book. And so you get access to these incredible New York Times bestselling authors, right? And it's free for us. So it's just something that Plexus offers. And I really want to, it's once a month. And I believe it's on a Saturday. And then they'll send the recording to you. So get yourself signed up for that. I'll send that in the chat later, how to sign up for that. Because it's just like free, awesome training, make sure why doesn't the whole chat bug? Let us know if the time changes. Okay, Tuesday mornings. Yep. Okay. Yep. No, we'll let you know in the chat, and I'll just tag everyone when there's an update. And I've been, the read-only chat over on Instagram. I will always go there. Whenever in doubt, go to that chat. I've got everything there. So we will let you know ahead of time if there's going to be a another Power 30. Okay, so May, what we have going on for May right now, it is for anyone that signs up, free shipping. Code May23. Awesome. People love to hear free shipping. So utilize that in all of your conversations. Hey, oh my gosh, not sure if this is the time for you yet, but a really good time to jump on board is when there's free shipping. Just try it out. You have 60 days to see how you're doing here. I really want to support you on your health journey. Okay, so, and then for us and for existing people, it's $3 economy shipping if you order over $149. That can be a subscription going through, that can be a manual order going through. You don't need a code for it. You just select economy shipping and it's $3 shipping. And actually, it saved quite a bit. I think I got $8 off because shipping is freaking expensive these days. So if you haven't had, that's only till the 15th. So if you haven't had your subscription run, get it before the 15th and just save a couple bucks. Yeah. And then, so that's a good thing to reach out to all your existing people too. If you see someone's subscription is set for later in the month, hello, like let's just move it up and save a little bit of money. It's a good little reason to reach out to them. The incentive this month, it is nothing too crazy, but that's because we have other crazy good stuff going on. If you add one person or anyone adds one person, they get a little Plexus organization bag. Yay, you can have your sticks on the go. That's cute. And I really like the idea too. They've been toying around with it. Like, let's reward people for referring one person, not this 3 thing. Everybody can do 1. So that's their little reward, which is, I can't imagine how many of those little bags they're going to send out to people. That's crazy. And then add 3, you get this really nice Plexus tumbler ice shaker, which I guess, I don't know, it's like all the rage these days, this specific ice shaker, or what does it do? It keeps it cold or makes it cold? I don't know. It's cute, whatever. So that's what they're doing for that. Okay. Real quick, I want to talk about the inflammation challenge that we are doing. It does start today, and there's been a second one added. If anybody didn't get their order in time, we're going to start again on the 15th. Basically, what it is we got this little schedule. They can order Slim Active Ease or Slim and 2 E's, and it's going to be pink drink in the morning with, I think it's 4 E's and then 4 E's at night. It's just very basic, and Lisa is spearheading that Facebook page, and there's going to be a post each day, and just fun, and that's the kind of stuff we want to keep doing for our people. So if you want to join in, it's today. And you can also talk to other people about doing it on the 15th. We're thinking about doing an event like that once a month. That's kind of the plan, the first 2 weeks of the month. So then you can close out the previous month saying, okay, we got this exciting challenge coming up the next month. That's kind of our schedule with that. Okay, let's talk first convention. Who here is going to convention? Type me in the chat if you are 1,000,000% going to convention. Vicky, Amy, Taylor, Monique's still hoping to. Wendy, Lisa, it was coming in so fast. I had to read. Gosh, it's pretty good. Hey, Tommy, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Hey.
Yay. So convention, you can still sign up. You can still go. There is not a virtual option. So if you're paying to go, you got to be there in person. It's not going to be streaming anywhere. Okay, Annette, we'll chat. It is so impactful for your business. There's nothing like being in person, and Plexus convention. Oh my gosh, they go over the top. And we're in Nashville. It was supposed to be in Nashville for 2020, and then it was canceled because of COVID. So this is okay, now we're going to Nashville. And so people are super pumped about it. The black tie gala is at the Grand Ole Opry. It is Plexus goes over the top. So get ready for incredible speakers. John Maxwell is going to be there. An awesome singer. It's this, what is it? Marin something. She's kind of Vicky's face about her. There's been some stuff. She's been in the news and on social media, and it doesn't really align with Plex, it's whatever, you can look into it. So we might be getting a new performer, but she's pretty famous, and that's we'll be there for that. But it's just there's just nothing like Plexus training. You literally walk away just so like it's electric and amazing. So highly encourage you to go. Should be really fun, but it's not too late if you still want to do that. With convention, anybody can go. It's not an earned thing. Tickets are, there is a discount still going on, right? $79. No, the discount's not. No? Okay, well, whatever. I mean, at that
It went up May 1st. There's a discount for
Oh.
people that signed up after June of 2022. You just have to contact Plexus to get them a promo code to use, then they get it for 75.
Okay, so if it's kind of a last minute thing on your mind, we can wait until June and swoop it in there and get $75
No.
or $75. What?
It's 75 for people that signed up after last convention. So like for example, Tommy, I'll use him as an example because he's on here. He got a promo code because he signed up in January, so he can go for $75. So if you were already been signed up prior to last year's convention.
Oh, it's about when you joined Plexus.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Rich.
Now it's like 149, I think. It
Okay.
went up May 1st, yeah.
Well, you know what? That money you can write off on your taxes, and you can earn it back by going to convention and filling up your spirit.
If you guys
right.
buy like a full price ticket, check around because I know people, you could buy like 3 for 75. What was it when we ordered it? But we could get 3 tickets, and some
We
people
did
don't.
that at convention last year.
Okay, so
Yeah, it was
It
from
was
a while
Why
ago.
for
3
this year.
100 and you got 3 for 150. So even if there's someone on here who's been around a while and you really want to go, there could be someone who has an extra one and you could buy it off of them for like $50. I think that's what
Yep,
Lisa
I've
said,
seen
right?
that around on some of the pages. So just reach
Yeah.
out to me if you're considering going and you're like, okay, how can I get a discount with this? Chat with me. Because I know the ticket's one thing, but you got to get there. You know, I know there's some people that can take a drive to Nashville, but others you got to fly. So we can work it out together. Just message me. But that's coming up, so that's really exciting. Yeah, Morgan Wall and Wendy, that would be the thing. That would be the hit, wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. All right. So convention, woo, but the big deal going on right now is the cruise. So I want to kind of touch on that right now. Basically, I've been spending a lot of time, so has Vicky, calculating these points because you hear, okay, a cruise, and right away you're like, could that be me? I think that's everybody's thought. Am I going to make this cruise? Like, okay, maybe them, but not me, or I'm not sure. Is what I'm doing enough? And so by calculating this out, and I highly recommend that you go with your sponsor and calculate where are you at and what kind of is your goal for May here, because double credits is humongous. Double's no joke. This is not a little increase. This is double. And I love that they gave this to us right away, because if it was at the end, like, you know, not seeing it coming, I was like, this is a gift. This is a gift. And it's a true test of a leader, right? To be like, wow, right out the gate. It's also, Genevieve was kind of talking about the layout of this contest is teaching you how to be a leader. And so one of those things is when, oh, I have, 4 months to do this, procrastination. We shouldn't be like that. We should be working right out the gate, because then you have more opportunity to find other people, right? And so that's a trait of a leader. So this contest, it's really, really great. The convention contest was a little different. I personally didn't like how credits were earned with that. This I absolutely love. And so with the double convention credits, highly recommend, if you want that cruise, you need to understand it is possible for anyone starting now. This is not like, oh, all the jewels are just going to swoop in, or people that, already have all these business builders are just going to swoop in. It's not. It's like every man for themselves. Everyone starts fresh May 1st. It's literally about, okay, from May to August 31st, what are you doing? If you are doing these things that they laid out for you that define a leader, an up and coming rising leader is what they're calling it in this business, you get the cruise. It's about what you're doing now. And all of us are capable of self-discipline and diving in now. Like we go through all these roller coaster events in our life, that can be a thing of the past. Wipe it clean. You can start your fresh slate now. So I kind of calculated a little bit. If you have somebody come in, this is another thing too. It's not just about what you do. Talk about the cruise to other people, because this is what they can do starting fresh right now. They can earn the cruise. This is not, too much for them to do either. A brand new person coming in, if they go senior silver in May, which is absolutely doable, as you guys know. So if they add 10 people, they rank silver and they rank senior silver. That's 520 credits towards the cruise. The cruise is 1,250 credits. So if you got 520 credits, again, this is because it's doubled in May. If you got 520 credits this month, that means you would need about 244 credits each following month. That's nothing. That is nothing, especially when you sign up 10 people in May. Like, something we've really been talking about recently in this kind of shift with our business is the value of each person, quality over quantity. If you have 10 people and you can get one even to maybe be interested in the cruise or refer some family members, like all of that is going to spur into the other months. And retention credits, retaining someone, meaning they order again another time, they are absolutely rewarding us for that. So now you have 3 more months after May to get all those credits as well. So they're front loading this. It is smart, it is generous, and anybody can do this. So, I mean, to earn 520 credits right away in your first month, that it's a little less than half. And this is a 4-month thing, not a 3-month thing that they usually are. It's 4 months. So you're like almost a halfway, 1/4 of the way through. Like, the more I've been calculating this with people, I'm realizing if you are a hard worker and you want this, you don't think just about earning the cruise. You think about the shopping spree, because that's just double that. If you want this, grab a couple people right now, get your credits in right now, get people to dream and understand, like, this is a cruise for 2 people. This is, I think we were talking with Genevieve recently, and she said, like, Plexus is not making money doing this. They're like giving out money for what they're spending on this cruise. This is a very expensive trip. Like, this is a huge gift to us, what they are spending. So just a little bit about the cruise first that I wanted to say. So it is November 2nd to 6th. You fly to Fort Lauderdale. That's where the cruise ship will go. And then we're going to go across the Caribbean to a privately owned island called Labadee. It was actually purchased by Royal Caribbean. So it's like this private island blocked off from everything. It's for cruise ships only. And so it's very, like, beautiful beaches and not very populated. So that's incredible. And this is a trip for 2. If you earn the bare minimum, like I have earned the trip. Yes, Annette, this is Leaders Retreat. It was just announced as a cruise. Yep, a cruise in November. So if you earn this, you get the absolute minimum, the 1,250 credits. You have earned the trip along, you and a guest. So that means all of your food on the ship is covered. All you have to pay for is your flight if you get the bare minimum. But it's 2 guests, your room, your food, everything is all covered there on the trip. And so then the prizes that you can get as well on top of that. Just open this up. Okay, so then you get only 250 more credits. You get cruise cash, travel cash, which will, pay for your flight. At 2,500 credits, you're going to get a cabin upgrade and exclusive entertainment, so some kind of show. And then 3,000 credits is the shopping spree. So a little bit about Plexus Leaders Retreat. It's different than convention because convention, anyone can go. So we're talking like 10,000 plus people, tons of people, right? So how do they put on an event for that many people? You don't really get your little sweet meals, and like in that way, it's more like extravagant and big, right? A show for everyone. Leaders retreat spoils you. Very different, it's a smaller amount of people, and Plexus goes big. Like, I don't know if any of you have been on a cruise before, but they're super fun. I've been a couple times, and I actually have been like wanting to go on one. So this is super cool. And it's Plexus. So every single person on that ship is Plexus, no creepers. Banners that say Plexus, everything, all the floors, the elevators, everything's Plexus. Perfection food, all these different rooms. There's like, you can go in here and see a comedian, you can go in here and it's like a jazz bar, you can go here and it's sushi, you can go here and it's a private hot tub, you're tanning, like incredible. Cruises are amazing, let alone what Plexus does and the way that they invest into this. Like you just, your mind can't really handle it until you're there. Yes, they have the whole entire boat. And so this kind of, it's just the royal treatment. It's not every day people get to do this for free. And so that's why right off the bat, you want to be talking about it. So the top 50 people will get a room upgrade, another room upgrade. It's called the premium suite. And then the top 10 get the ultra premium suite. I think most of these, if you earn that room upgrade, I believe most rooms have a balcony, which is incredible. And so then if you get that shopping spree, a little bit about that. That will take place on November 6th. So the day that we get back, the last day, at a Bloomingdale's in Fort Lauderdale, you get $2,500. They shut down the entire store. There's usually a fashion show. You walk around with free champagne and lattes and adorable little cupcakes and snacks, and you just shop, and it's like just the most surreal experience. And I think all of us feel like, oh my gosh, not me. How is this me? But every single person has the opportunity to do that. I just want you to, we could share about these products all day long. The products are amazing. And Genevieve said recently, this company's best product is the opportunity. I mean, to this day, I'm a diamond in the company. And to this day, I can't believe that I did that. I still am in shock. It changes your entire life. The products do change your life. And that's a byproduct of this, is you get to be healthy and help people with their health. But to be able to have people, pay for unexpected medical bills, or build a mother-in-law suite for their ailing mom or whatever, to retire your husband when he's only 40 years old or something, to build that retirement home of your dreams, have 2 homes, just have money to freely give to anything you want, to give back to your church. Maybe somebody loses a family member and you're able to give a gift of $10,000 like without batting an eye, and that changes their life. Like, that is so much more powerful than our pink drink. It just is. And so I really hope, if your belief isn't there, thanks, Annette. Yeah. It's all ego. You guys, you just got to do the grind. You just got to put in the hard work. And when you are focused and inspired, you are a magnet to people. I don't care what your history is. It's literally like turning a switch on. When you are in and you want this, you're in and you attract people, but you have to talk about the business. And if you're not inspired about the business, get inspired. Figure it out. Have a conversation with someone, watch a YouTube video, pray about it, journal. You are capable of humongous things, but not on your own. It's never on your own, right? It's about other people, everybody doing a little, lots of people doing a little, and just continuing to spread the word. So I just highly recommend that you just kind of realize the extremity of this cruise, how lucky we are, and that you are absolutely capable of earning it. It's not as crazy as you think. Literally, like, there are so many different ways. If you want to talk to me, we can write down, okay, so what if you added 3 people Okay, and you have someone that ordered here in April, and what if they order again 2 more times? What if you get somebody to go silver, or maybe you maintain your rank that you're at right now, or get back up to it again? We can say flat out, let's double those credits. This is where you will be in May. If you put in the work right now in May, everything is going to come so much easier. So it's a real practice of not being a procrastinator, disciplining yourself, and realizing you can go after this. Every single person is capable. So reach out to me if you want to calculate that. But I just really encourage you. This is your time. Fill your soul with excitement about this business and talk about it wherever you are. Hey, Vicky, I'm going to kind of put you on the spot. Are you okay with that? Vicky has been in a really tough time with her business, as was I, and we've both kind of like crawled out and kind of came out as like butterflies with new ways of doing things. And it was really hard for a while. And she's found her way of doing things, and it's just so inspiring. And I just want you to kind of talk about how you share out and about in the world, and kind of the demeanor you have when you talk with people, and like what kind of samples you give, like how you talk about the business, like just can you kind of share like what you've been doing to kind of break out of that funk?
Man, it is on the spot.
I know, but you got this.
Oh, thanks, Rich. I don't know. I decided I needed to do things a little bit differently. This is a connection business, right? It's all about people, people over, money, right? It's not just about what we can do for ourselves, but what can we do for other people? So I made a mindset shift of how can I help other people? And so when you're helping other people, your business is going to grow by helping other people grow their business. And so really, I'm just out there talking about it all the time. Like if I go somewhere, I'm not even necessarily talking about it in person when I first meet someone, but if I meet someone, I friend them on Facebook right away. And then they start to see what I'm posting. So I'm really intentional about what I'm posting. I don't post like a sales machine, or I try to make it very personal and connect with people. And then people come to me, and then I don't know, like I'm just being me. I don't really know how to explain it, but
Do you have that moment when you are like, I know you've talked to a lot of people at the gym, you've talked to people at church, that moment when it's like, it's the springboard. Am I going to talk to this person about it or not? Like, what do you, when you're having that internal conflict of like nervousness, or what do I say? Like, what does Vicky do to go for it?
Well, like I said, people are approaching me. And so if they do approach me, I'll give an example of someone that I had at church. She came up to me and she said, "What are you selling? I've been seeing your posts on Facebook." And so a lot of times we have this assumption that people already know what we're doing, right? Because we've been friends with them on Facebook and we just assume that they know exactly what we're doing, but they don't. And if you're posting in the right way, they won't, because I'm not just vomiting Plexus everywhere all the time. And so when she asked me about it, we stood there, we had a conversation about it. I kind of explained a little bit about how the products work and that they're for gut health and what they do. And then I said, "Oh, I have some samples right here in my purse. If you'd like to try one, why don't you take one home and then we can talk about it later." It's all about not coming across like, "I need you to order right now. Oh, do you want my products? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." And then you get in this like desperation mode. And I used to work in that mode a lot. It was like someone was interested and we grab onto them, and then like we hound them, and we're like this gross salesperson all of a sudden. Right. And so it's more of like, I don't need your order. Do I want them to? Yes. And I don't say that like to be rude, like, "Well, I don't need your order." But if they're not wanting to order, I can't convince them to order. It's my job to show them why they need the products and how great the products are, or the business opportunity, or whatever it is, and educate them, and then let them make the decision.
The moment you let go, that like, "Oh my gosh, well, they're interested. Well, we should get them signed up today," or, by the end of the month. No. The moment you let go, because they can feel that. They can feel that.
I can feel it.
can
Yeah. And
feel
so
it.
if you're working out of desperation, they know. And then you're gross. You're that gross, network marketing person that nobody likes. And they're going to run the other way from you. And then they're going to like not even see your posts anymore because they're going to go unfollow, or whatever. And so I give them the sample and I say, I'll check in with you or whatever. Is it okay if I message you on Facebook to get you a little bit more information? I ask them, is that okay? Sure. And they take my sample and they're all happy. And then it's all in the follow-up. I message them, not right away, because I don't want to be, jumping on them. But I'll message them and I get them into Aspire Health and Happiness. You've got to do the ATM method. I mean, add, tag, message. That's what it's all about. And then the follow-up. So,
and I've done a great overhaul with that page, you guys. There's a folder for each issue. Celiac. Well, there you go. You can tag them right there. I always recommend.
yeah, Jenny's done a really good job at getting that all good for us.
Little
You've
late.
done really good, like getting it all cleaned up and, and it's simple to use. And so you get them in there, you find out what their issues are, you tag them in the Pink Drink post, and then you go find a testimony that they can relate to or something, whatever they share with you. And it's just all about just connecting with them and just asking them questions. You have to ask questions. Don't go right into, okay, well, this is what you need. I had someone today that swiped my thing in my stories on Instagram. I don't know her. She's a rando. She wants to join the inflammation challenge next week, but I didn't just say, okay, this is how you order. I said, oh, well, awesome. Are you on Facebook? I'm voice messaging. I would love to get you a little bit more information about the product so that you can make an informed decision if these are going to be the right, fit for you. And if this is something that you really want to do, because I don't want to just go right into, oh, here's a cart. And then she's like, whoa, I don't even know what this is. It's just too much. And so you have to build up that relationship with people. And if she doesn't order this month or for whatever reason, that's okay. Like, I know she's in my funnel. So
she could come back in 6 months and then, absolutely fall in love with the products and be something out of nowhere that you never even expected. It's about that releasing it. But I want you guys to pick up on Vicki has a rhythm down. Like, she's like, I will message this. I will say this. Like, she knows very much when to push and when to back off, when to what sentences to say. And actually, she has been watching a ton of Genevieve Scory. Lots of trainings from her. Vicki's been doing all the Plexus trainings. Like, that's another thing. We may be distancing from some collective things, but we have Plexus galore, those little Monday momentum things. Go watch those. What Vicki has done, it rolls off her tongue so easily now, but that's because she's been watching the things and soaking it in. So there's like this rhythm that Genevieve does perfectly. It's like, she's got, what is it? I don't know if this is for you or not.
It's a key phrase. That's how I invited people to the inflammation challenge. And actually that's in the Share Pink chat. So you all have it. I don't know if this is for you or not, but we're doing, whatever. There's keywords that you need to use with people because that phrase gives people the idea that it's their idea.
It gives them an out.
Right. They're like, oh, well, is this for me? Maybe it is. And I get to choose if it's for me or not. You're not telling them that this is for them. Or are you open-minded? Everybody wants to be open-minded,
I just want you guys to know.
Open-minded.
Vicki and I, we went to this training recently in Arizona together, and we were in awe about how well Genevieve has these sentences down. And we were like, oh my gosh, if only I could do that, like my mind goes blank. But the more you practice and the more you listen and listen, it's just like anything. I mean, we could be a second grader and learn how to do this, right? It's just about studying, and then putting it into practice. And then all of a sudden it's going to be second nature.
Well, and I would like to actually even call Rich out because he taught me something on Saturday and he's brand new. But he was saying how great I am, but honestly, so he asked me to do a table at an event on Saturday. And, Taylor and I have done a couple, and I have to say, Taylor's amazing at talking to people in person. She's great. I'm the one that's like, I don't like doing these events. I don't want to talk to anybody in person. It's so weird. But anyway, so Rich said to me, I said, Rich, I really don't like doing these events in person. It's really hard to get people to order at these kinds of things. They don't really get to learn a lot. And he said, well, that's not what it's about. It's about educating people and just getting the word out there. It's like, right. And that is what it's all about. It's just all about talking to people, educating them, helping them understand what you have, and then helping them understand why they need it.
If there's any
Oh.
kind of hint that you're looking for them to pay money right there on the spot, automatically all of their defenses go up.
Yeah, so just be yourself. Don't have to have all the answers. That's something that we've got Rich and I'll call out Tommy. I mean, they're brand new, they don't know what they're doing, but they're telling people that. They're saying, I don't
Yes.
know, all I can tell you is what the products have done for me. That's all you have to do. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to be, a professional. People will appreciate you and connect with you a lot more if you're honest and just say, I don't know, but you know what? I can get you an answer to that question. Like you just don't be weird. That's what Genevieve always says. Don't make it weird. Just be yourself, be a human being and have a conversation. But you got to follow up too. Because a lot of times people don't follow up with people. They think, oh, well, they never got back to me. They must not want it. No, they ain't thinking about it every day like you are. Like not everybody's sitting around going, oh, I need to order my plexus today. And so even that, like if you have people in your funnel, even if they're not ready to order, that's fine, but keep a relationship with them. And then eventually they will be ready to order. Everybody comes around eventually. I can't tell you how many people I've been talking to for a year until they order. But I kept the relationship going in between because it's not just about getting them to order. You should care about your relationship with them on a personal level as well.
Oh, and I've had a lot of people too that maybe, started with me forever ago. And then, just stop doing the products, but I'm continuing to do the products. I'm me, I'm genuine. And a lot of them are like, hey, like I'm ready to come back. And it's like, welcome back,
Mhm.
And
Well, nobody's going to want to do the business with you if you're salesy and gross and you're throwing up sales posts on your Facebook all the time, because nobody wants to do that. So that's why what you're posting is important as well. is what I would
highly
say.
recommend Bob High. Like still, I mean, if you know him, it's to love him. He's talking a lot about how things have changed, back in 2020, the rise of the influencer over on Instagram and purchase this, purchase that, like that's over. It's over and done with. People don't want to buy from an influencer because they know it's an ad and they know that person's making money from it. And that's how we look, so it is a new thing. So I highly recommend that you watch his stuff and just be inspired about how to be you. Vicky just
Okay,
said,
thanks for putting me on the spot. I think I'm done now. What?
you're awesome. Shoot, what was I gonna go to next?
Did you just say be a good human? I did, Tommy. I was talking to you. No, no. But seriously, like just be a good human, everybody.
Start small. Each human is so important. Another thing too, we've been really getting back into the triplex. That's what I was going to talk about. Okay. The triplex is something very unique that Plexus has that other people don't have. It's been so exciting to have all these new products. But at the end of the day, that's what we do best. And there was a while when we were scared to talk about the triplex because of detox, dreaded detox. Oh gosh, well, I'll just get them on this and then we'll never have to go through that detox problem again. But your job is to counsel them through the detox. And we've been working really hard on a customer care system in the background. Really excited to open it. So if all of you would write this down or get this on your phone right now, please download the app Boards. We want everybody to have Boards.
I don't think they have it for Android.
They don't have it for Android.
I don't think so. Sorry, Android people, you need to get an Apple. Just saying. Right? Or do they?
Download the app or buy a new phone.
Oh, they have
When-
Boards.
Oh, you have Boards, Wendy? Oh, it was Aaron's you don't have, right?
Correct.
Oh, yes. Okay, you scared me. No. So
Sorry,
download Boards right now. It's a white little app, Boards. Please get it. Basically, I'll have a customer care system uploaded in there. I'm almost done organizing it. You sign someone up. You're going to open up Boards. It's going to say the day they order. You've got a message right there. You can copy and paste. Of course, we always recommend don't just copy and paste your way through this. Add their name, add your personality, but you've got the biggest bottom line foundation right there that you could, because I really worked hard on the wording. I wanted it to be that it could be for many different people, just very basic, friendly wording. It's not cheesy. I'm really trying hard to have it be super natural. So you open up this Boards, it's literally like you set an alarm in your phone. Okay, the day they order, well, this is what I send them. The day after they order, alarm goes off. This is what I send them, copy and paste. And so we're surrounding it with the triplex. And then we'll make another one that's not the triplex. Yes, Monique, boards, not errands. Vicky confused everybody.
Well, sorry, Aaron's is the other one that you need. There's two. I was going to say though, so my team, it's going to be a little bit different. This is where things get a little confusing because Jenny is working on something for her team, but for my team, it's a little bit different because we have different links.
Right.
know,
Different Facebook.
But, what was I going to say? Oh, I did a second one for non-triplex people.
Okay, so she's already done with hers and she'll be sharing that with you. And I'm working on mine. But the point is we want people to go through the process with triplex because those are the people. I mean, say you start with the pink drink and the shakes and a multivitamin. Like, so Wendy actually had the best experience with our multivitamin and pink drink, but that's not everybody. Wendy's just like, woo, like that multivitamin making her feel so great. The average person is not going to be lifted off their seat from a multivitamin. So yes, 90-day commitment. So if the majority of your conversations can be gut health, 90 days you need to do this. This is our gut health system. I'm going to walk you through it. Those people are going to have a transformation. I think most of us here actually started with triplex. Those are the people that become true believers. I would much rather sign up 2 people. Well, my goal is 3 every month. Your goal should always be 3 every month. I'd much rather sign up 3 triplex users and go into that journey with them than sign 20 people. Shakes and this and that. Oh my gosh. And then that's too much for your brain to handle when you have that many new people that you're doing, right? You're capable, but it's just very different. Awesome. Yay, Monique. So that's what we're kind of focusing on. Triplex. Obviously, when people have different issues, well, we can add on another product but basically triplex foundationally for everyone. And we're going to have a really good customer care system for you because this is another thing that we weren't taught and we haven't taught. That was a huge mistake. And I will completely own up to that. I was ignorant. I was ignorant. I'll completely admit that, our team was very much like add. And that is not the way you do this business. Nope. This is about cultivating one person on their gut health journey. And through those changes, they say, wow. And then they naturally want to talk about it because of those changes. And triplex is how we do that. So be on the lookout for that customer care system. I encourage you, if you have somebody that didn't have the best experience in the past, keep up that relationship, whatever that means. It doesn't have to be a Plexus comment, but just you go back and say, gosh, I'm sorry for how your journey went, and then maybe just let them watch what you share and just be that genuine person, have that connection, because the products work. We can rely on that. We can trust that it does work. If you take the products right. And another thing in the customer care system, it's like, oh, I'm constipated. Well, it says there's a note section that I have. Well, recommend this, do this, we're going to work through all the changes. If they are consistent, drink their water, products work. We can rely on that. So you can have absolute faith with each person that they should fall in love with the products if you get them to do that 90 days. So that's a real goal for us. I think that's kind of it. I want to reiterate the convention or the leaders retreat thing, huge. And this is your time. Don't put it off. If it's something that you have this inkling of, gosh, I'd really like to go on that cruise, me and whoever you would bring along with you, it is doable. It is your choice. And I would love to help you. So let's, calculate some credits and share about it. Share about it with people. It's absolutely doable for anybody to still come in and do that. I mean, think about that, 520 credits. Like that's such a fast start for someone. That's so amazing. I do still use that detox video. Same one. Yep. And we might remake some videos here, like how I talked about at the very beginning. Some of you might have missed it. I'll see if I recorded this. But we want one video that shares about the products, one video that shares about the opportunity. We're going to narrow that down and that'll be easy for you to find. Use the AspireCo Business page, look at those albums. I know there's a lot there. I'm going to try to narrow it down a little bit because it's a little overwhelming, but there's stuff for everything in there. You can find anything you need in there. So does anybody have a question about anything with the business that you're just feeling a little like not sure what to do, a little frozen? Because I feel like I touched on everything. So just like, what?
How do I go back and redeem the people that I feel like I got pushy with in the beginning because I didn't know better? Like literally just apologize or leave it and let them watch? Or like what would the timing of that be? And like I kind of feel like I already did it in my own way, like Saul. Like he took forever and I was trying to get him at the end of the month. And then now he keeps telling me he's going to do it and then never does. And I'm like, I just, I don't know.
Kind of have a little remorse for how you were pushing it at the very end of the month.
A little bit.
Now it's like, okay, like, what do I do?
Now I feel like he just dropped off, the face of the earth and is just kind of letting me down easy, kind of like stringing it along until he finally just kind of like doesn't say anything anymore.
I think asking questions is the way to go. I think even if it's not related to Plexus, I don't know, look at his social media and ask a question about something you noticed going on in his life, or gosh, hey, you were on my mind today. I'm just remembering our conversation when we talked about you struggling with X, Y, and Z. Like, how is that going? I feel like a question. Does anybody else have anything they think? Just continuing to just conversate without the expectation of a sale, but just can go back into that relationship. I think it's naturally, you're a kind person. I think he will forgive and forget how it was and know that here you are, you're still here caring about him.
I probably feel worse about it than he did, to be honest.
Oh, totally. I don't know. That's what I would do, is just, you got to keep the conversation going, because you can't freeze and not talk to him again, because it's a lot of it's in your mind, what you're telling yourself, where he must think, oh gosh, what I said was so bad and it probably wasn't even that bad, remembering it differently. So yeah, I would just try to spark up conversation by asking questions, because people like to talk about themselves. Yeah, and absolutely. There are people that took the products years ago. They might be in a worse off spot now. We don't know. You're there because you care. Anybody have any questions about points? Or I highly recommend to you, always have Plexus on you in your car, in your bag, whatever. And if you can get a business card, I have some stickers too, just anything with your contact information. But when you're in person there, like Vicky said, get them to be your friend on Facebook, get them to follow you on Instagram, so you have that instant connection. Oh, here's something free. Let's connect on social media. There are people everywhere. When your eyes are open to it, you're going to hear, I'm tired. You're going to hear a lot, I don't like my job. Overworked people. Gosh, I'm walking into my son's preschool every morning, and there's these two women that are nurses, and I see them, it's early every single morning, and they got their scrubs on. And one of them said to me today, she's like, it's another Monday. Like, that's the kind of person that I need to get over myself, have some samples ready, and be like, hey, just real quick, like, it kind of like, it hurts my heart, like that, you're working so hard, and maybe this can help you feel better throughout the day or something, like, and then that can build into what I do for a living. Just like, you have to have your eyes open to struggle, because it is all around. It could be somebody at the gas station, like, people are kind of open, I've noticed, about how unhappy they are in their jobs. That's kind of like a given thing in our society, that we're all just unhappy with our jobs. So be like, actually, I love my job, share with people. So yeah. You good? Anything else? Okay. Well, thank you for coming to our Zoom. This was just so wonderful. So tomorrow morning, like I said, we're going to have that short little power hour where we work together. And yeah, message me. I am always here if you want to go to convention or you want to look at your points, if you want to figure out what to say to old people, if you want to tackle leaders retreat and say, I want to earn this cruise, message me. I'm here. Just so thankful for all of you. And gosh, we are just so blessed to have this opportunity in front of us, and go tell the world about it, because Plexus is different. And you can be confident in that. So, okay. Have a good day. Chat
Thanks
soon.
for